What's
Hello,
up,
What's up?
hello. How everybody doing?
Our guest tonight, Dr. Harley.
It's all Dark Souls' fault.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. Can't complain. Life's good, you know. Woke up, took a breath. I'm on this side of the dirt. Nothing could be wrong.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Golf clap, golf clap.
Golf clap, yeah. Hey, Progzilla, how you doing? Evil Rick, Gloria.
Froggy.
Everybody's in the house. Henry.
Everybody in the chat room, hello. Salutations. So tonight's topic, we're going to get into it is, are you prepared? Hey, y'all probably wondering, oh, what's he talking about? Prepping or what it may be. I lost a good friend, a brother, due to surgery complications and stuff. And this is not we all deal with family members or friends and everything passes as we get older. I got to make a trip here down to Louisiana to maybe have one more last Christmas with my dad. As y'all know, in the past, I posted it out there that, he has dementia. Well, he's been diagnosed with Parkinson on top of that. So he's not doing too well. So I got the time off to go for Christmas, my last week of vacation. My wife's got it off, and we're loading up some of the grandkids, and we're heading down. And spend what we got with it. But in essence and everything, this is where I get to. Do you have your life in order in case you check out? Do you have your well-being? I mean, yeah, if you're single and you might not be thinking about that stuff, or you're young, and I'm gonna let you know you're not too young. My daughter lost her life at 19 years old. No, so certain things will floor you, and having this put in place to make sure things are taken care of as you get older. Expenses. You don't want the burden to be passed on. So this was basically what I was trying to get to on the serious topic here. And I invited Doc Harley. I reached out to BD, tried to get him to come on, because in his club there, over the couple of past years, they dealt with some major accidents and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to get is life throws you a curve. And my grandfather always said, life is too short. Live it to the fullest. You never know when you're going to check out.
Right.
So
Do that.
it didn't really hit me until I lost my daughter. It took that tragic to flip me around where I'm not constantly working my ass off and not really spending quality time with family and friends. I really didn't have friends. I pretty much concentrated my life around my family. And that was roughly about, it's been 8 years already. And that's when I looked at my wife and I said, I had a bike back in the day. I had friends, brothers, and I walked away from all that a long time ago. I said, I'm getting the bike, getting back on the scene and set and getting back out here. Here it is through Hollywood, YouTube, a bunch of other people, friends around in my town. I opened up a lot, Rob, J-Man, Graystar. I mean, I can go down the list of all y'all in the chat room and whoever is on Discord and stuff. Y'all very come close. Doc Harley. And, the last 4 or 5 years I've been following along with you and stuff and going with the things you had. So we all put a bond out there and we all care for it one way or another. Do we have our differences? Hell yeah. But in essence and everything, I would like y'all to really sit back and look at your lives and in case you check out. Do you have your life insurance policy to make sure it covers all your expenses, not just your burial, but make sure your expenses are all taken care of, that where it's not passed down to your children that have to take the burden and stuff. So that was basically where I'm going at. So I did my little spill, and I'm gonna pass it on to J-Man.
Well, it's real tough when you lose your family, especially, but your brothers when they go, and you're not expecting it, and they're not ready. Um, I've had a lot of run-ins where you do a lot of rides for a lot of people. If you think about it, you go on poker runs for them. There's all kinds of different charities that you do for them, because they wasn't prepared. I hate to say that, but it's true. And I have some life insurance, but it's probably just enough to burn me, and give the wife gas money to go burn. Let me fly away.
Well, I tell you what, Jamie, when they burn you, the whole country's getting high.
You know it.
I had to throw a little humor in there,
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have no regrets. That's for sure, Henry. Sorry there, Peaches. You lost your brother. My mom passed when I was 15, and that was totally unexpected. So yeah, she wasn't prepared. That's for sure.
Yep.
Me and my brothers, we had to basically. My uncle paid for the funeral, and we paid him back. You know.
You got to be prepared. I mean, I have a living will, which means if I'm unresponsive, I have somebody who I trust who sit there and says, pull the plug or don't pull the plug. And I have a regular will. I have my life insurance at my job. Plus, I have life insurance from Veterans Group Life Insurance. I had Soldiers Group Life Insurance, but also now I have Veterans Group Life Insurance. And that is enough money to pay off the house, pay off all of our debt, and set her next boyfriend up really good for a free house and 2 free motorcycles and a nice Mercedes. So
set her boyfriend up, huh?
Yep. Just so my wife doesn't have to worry about anything in the event that I go.
Sorry about that, Donna.
Yeah.
How you doing, Greg? You out working? Sorry, you guys. Sorry, Hippy Dippy and Greg lost the presidency. I had to throw that in there. I'm just sorry to him.
Mike and Steve's speech will be coming soon.
Well, I only had 53 days to prepare the whole campaign, so I blame you. You can't do anything in 53 days. Just
you did a better job than other candidates that had 90 days.
Right. Yep, he's working. Yep. Sorry, Greg. You got to keep working, man. You don't get to go to the White House. But what about you, Rob? Are you prepared? Or you have life insurance or so forth?
I've got life insurance through my work. I think it's like 25,000 that I have. Because I ain't got much. I'm like 54, so by the time I retire and I'm still alive, awesome, But we've talked to a person who deals with this, and you fill out your paperwork and you give it to her, and then she hangs on to it. I can't remember what they're called, but we haven't filled ours out yet. We've got the paperwork, we just haven't done it. And I said right now, if something happens to me right now, I want every measure taken to save my life. Versus maybe later on down the road, I might say do limited actions to save my life.
I was going to say, you don't have a pull the plug. You don't have a pull the plug.
I don't have nothing like that now. Right now I just want every measure taken to save my life.
May not be leaving the kids set for life, but he hopes they can deal with all his junk. That's all I got. That's all I've got's junk to give to my kids. So Slow pokes tonight. What do you mean there, Gloria?
I have a total. You have to the way it works. Way I follow. I don't know if y'all know Dave Ramsey. He's a big financial guru and everything. He's basically saying cash is king. He said you want to have enough of life insurance, let's say, to last you for your other significant spouse or the next beneficiary for the rest of their lives. So today's economy and stuff and everything, life insurance policy, whole life, you got all these different life insurance policies out there, and you have term life, and you have to really kind of dive into them, to which is which and stuff. As of right now, through my work, just my work alone, I have roughly about 250,000 altogether between the 4 policies, just through my work. Outside of my work, I have another $300,000 policy. So there's a $500,000 sitting right there, and there's stipulation that's in the will that they where she did, my wife or my kids, they just can't go out just to blow it all, So there's stipulations in place. So as us 4 guys, we get on a freaking machine, hot on wheels, and freaking go 100 miles an hour, Us 4 guys, we get on a freaking machine, hot on wheels.
Okay, who's listening to the show?
Not me.
Got an echo.
Somebody's listening to the show. It ain't me. Aha, it was Rob. Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
That way, over there.
That guy. The Batman.
The Batman. That's the Dippy Man.
He's not hippy dippy today, though.
No. Hippy Dippy got about 7-8 votes as Ohio went.
Yeah.
Each of his kids get a kick in the ass motorcycle. Oh, okay. How many kids you got? Just the one? No, I'm just kidding.
I have 0 kids. I have 2 motorcycles, but 0 kids.
Congratulations. Oh, I mean,
That's why I have 2 motorcycles. I don't have kids.
Right. Yeah, I had to wait till my kids was way out of the house before I bought my new one.
Yeah. Because I'm afraid if we have kids, those motorcycles magically turn into a minivan. Quiver at that thing.
Hey, minivan ain't that bad, man. Just saying.
Not as good as a Harley.
Well, see, that's another thing. When you do, hey, homeless couple in Minnesota, how you doing?
Hello.
When you die, I hate to say this, when you die, you leave all of your shit to your loved ones. And trust me, I have a lot of shit. Okay, my dad had a lot of shit. When I die, my kids are gonna have a lot of shit.
Right.
And,
My wife will have a fully functional motorcycle shop.
Well, yeah, it's not all bad shit. I mean, I got 2 Suzukis. One needs rebuilt. One of them, the other one runs. I got a Yamaha. I got a Harley. I got a van. I got a pickup truck. Trailers. I mean, there's all kinds of shit.
Hey, J-Man, in a lot of people's eyes and everything, they think you're rich.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. You would think I'm rich with all I got, but it's all junk. So
Nope. But this way, you can't take it with you when you go. So enjoy it.
Well,
Jamie, one man's junk is another man's treasure.
Yeah. I need to take it all to a swap meet. Van, trailer, bikes, everything. Swap it all. But
Yeah.
That's a burden you put on your kids is them selling your crap. So do you sell it before you know, if you don't know what's going to happen, you can't sell it before, I guess. What about you, Lolly? What do you say?
You can have it set up in your will.
I believe that, Dolly.
That's
Lolly
what
says reaches only friends and heart. That's all that matters.
Everything
that's the
my
reason
wife and
you
I
put
own,
your
everything
Go
my
ahead,
wife
Dolly.
and I
go ahead,
own
Doc.
that could end up in probate, it's me or her. So we both own it. So if one of us passes, there's no probate to tie anything up.
Exactly.
I'm doing that with my
no,
mom now. I'm buying her place for $1, so I'll own it. And I was just added onto her bank account, so none of that goes through probate.
the other way around from where the government don't get a hold of it and everything is put everything a trust.
Trust fund?
No, it's a trust that you set up that everything is put into that trust, and then you set up your beneficiaries as trustees, and this way it gets out of that freaking death tax and all that taxes and everything that freaking government try to take. Shit. So.
Yeah.
Steve says only big issue is which kid gets which firearm and of course his bike. Well, Steve, when you got 2 kids, you got to have 2 bikes. That's why I have 4.
I've got 2.
You got 2 kids or 2 bikes?
2 bikes and 5 kids. One of them ain't never going to touch my bikes. Fuck that.
But yeah.
I'll break his fingers when he touches my bike.
As far as financial shit, I mean, I came into the world with nothing. I'm going to leave the world with nothing.
Exactly. My wife's trying to figure out a way to bury my bike with me. I said it could be done. I showed him that that guy that had his bike, his Harley, buried with it and stuff and all that. But I turned around and told her, I said, no, just have my ass cremated and spread over the road and over a lake. Half part to be over the road, part over the lake. I'm in both of those worlds, and have my bike go to somebody who's actually going to appreciate it. Then again, my daughter might step up and say no, keep the bike. So,
Evil Rick says that his mom passed and she had 40 grand in the bank, and the government took most of it.
that's the reason I mentioned about putting everything into a trust and stuff. I've been looking into it.
Or in my case,
sorry, Steve,
I'm on my mom's checking and savings account by name, so legally it's as much mine as it is hers.
Yeah. Yes, that's the way my dad and I did his before.
So the government can't take it.
Well, me and him did it basically so his stepkids couldn't take it, and my stepmother. And if they're watching, fuck off. But,
so, in the people that are watching this thing in this chat room, I just emphasize this stuff. Especially, we I look at what I'm doing right now. I got basically a big old BO on the back of me. BOMB. Don't want to, we're not even monetized. I'm gonna say big old ass bomb. I haul gasoline, diesel. So I mean, don't take much to check out. Somebody makes a mistake. So.
Well, Donna says the younger generation doesn't think about insurance. But unfortunately, with the cost of things today, purchasing insurance is not always an option. What do you think of that, Dark?
Good point.
I will put it this way: it is a good point and stuff. My daughter, she's driving, my car, traveling in it and stuff, and I told her, you're gonna have to get the insurance on it. So she has the insurance policy out on the car and herself. Now it's expensive for her, but that was at the beginning. Now it kind of dropped down. I said, see, the longer you go, the little bit cheaper it'll go, as long as you don't have no accidents.
Right.
That I also emphasize in at her work where she's at. She's been there over a year now. I said, go ahead and get the life insurance policy. I said, she knows I have one out on her and stuff like that. But I said, go out there because she has, my granddaughter, Eva, she has to look out at now and stuff like that and start the process of getting things set up in place. So that can be, I mean, they're hard topics to talk about and sit down, and especially when you look at your kid and you're like, hey, you need to get this done, this done, this done, and they look at you like, I'm kind of invisible, but yet then when they start having kids, it kind of flips the coin a little bit to make them realize, okay, it's no longer about me now.
Yep.
So now
it takes that them having kids before they realize.
I can't say that about my other daughter. I'm still beating on that dang wall. 3 kids later, and she still can't get the dang concept. Oh yeah, mamma mia. But it necessary thing. I like prime example. I took on the custody of Ann. Got shared custody of Luna and stuff. Immediately, we put them on our insurance policy. Make sure they're covered for medical, even though they get state assistance. But I tell my wife, I really don't. I would kind of wean them off of that.
Oh yeah.
Now my wife. Yeah, so I can't really say that because my wife works for the VA home, so she's on the on that. It's outside the insurance, but yet still it's through government paycheck or whatever, So, and I'm on that that plan too. I mean, that's something else. I the thing was back when Obama, he put that rule and everything. You just didn't have to have the insurance through your wife. You have to have the insurance also on yourself and your wife. It was almost like double jeopardy. Right. So,
yeah, Henry, he's paid for his plot, so he knows exactly where he's sleeping. My mom and the pretty much rest of the family did that too, but none of us kids had to do that. We all don't have a place. So
yeah, I'm gonna get burned.
That's me. I'm just gonna get burned.
And what my wife does with my ashes, that's up to her.
Yeah.
Well, I figure the kids will probably want some of me. I would hope they do anyway. And the rest of me is supposed to go down A1A in Daytona on the back of a motorcycle and just open up the bombs.
Take the lid off and.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I want done with my ashes.
Well, make sure you don't die before me. If I find out I'm going to show up as they're driving by and you're spreading out, I'm going to be going, well, damn it, watch him, I'll be pissed.
Well, like Doc Harley said, when they do burn me, the half of the United States will probably get high.
Oh, I doubt that. I mean, it'll be out of your system before you know it.
He's got to stop for it to be out of his system.
Right. Hey, Dark. Forgive me for asking, but how old was your dude that passed?
57.
57.
And I'm 51.
Wow.
So 57 years old. So it's, and then you got my grandmother, my grandfather, and my grandfather died at age 65. From lung cancer. You got my grandmother, which is my grandfather's wife. She lived to be 89 years old. With Alzheimer's. Then you have her dad lived to be 97. And then Uncle Leon, which is, my grandmother's brother, he lived to be 104. So, but what I was getting at, I think I made my point pretty clear. Just make sure you have your shit together.
Yeah, be prepared. Be prepared in that manner. That's the end of life preparedness. Are you prepared to be? If the shit goes down, are you prepared that way? I know you've got your weapons, but
What are you talking about? I lost them in a boating accident. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's right. That's right. You had that boating accident. Yeah.
Right?
Well, with the new with the new team coming in February, you could no longer have to have a boating accident.
No, true, and that's the third thing. I hope the 3-letter agency is dismantled and dispersed, and a restructure. We get back to. I know y'all talked about that, Doc, last night. Everything about having where it be the Repuscity Act or whatever you want to call it, everything, but the Constitution already states it. It does not say limitations or anything.
You broke up a little bit, Dark. Uh-oh, now you fuzzed out on us. He said he was gonna lose. He said he was gonna lose. Do you know what he's talking about there, Doc?
Don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember.
Don't remember.
Okay.
But hey, thanks for making me full screen. But last night there was a lot of discussion. One is what are the 3 things you think President Trump should do? First thing I say is secure the border. Second thing is put the pipe fitters back to work and build that goddamn pipeline.
Right.
Let's get gas back around $2 a gallon again.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. And then the price of groceries would go down because transportation is not that high.
Right. Yeah, he disappeared now. He's gone.
He's gone. He said he's going into West Virginia.
I don't think it was West Virginia. It was somewhere, though.
You said West Virginia.
Okay.
Yep.
He did say West Virginia.
Yeah.
You there, Dark? I heard you beep, but you're not
He's
there.
dark.
He's dark, all right.
Yeah.
Well, see, I can see him down on the bottom of the screen. I can see his outline, but I don't see him up here. Oh, well. Oh, shit. What did I do?
Yes, Lissa, it does.
Oh, there he went. Exit full screen. There
That's the best thing about Dark. He pops up, he's dark and quiet, and I don't have to look at his fugly face.
Hi, Miss Lissa. How are you doing? The pipeline runs through indigenous lands, though. That's the only bad part about that.
Technically,
Are they
all
paying
the United States is indigenous land except for Manhattan, because that was the only thing. That and Louisiana was the only thing purchased.
Well, didn't we get Alaska from Russia?
Yeah, but that's also indigenous land too.
Rob, I'm going to give you your wish. I'm going to pop off before I lose cell service again. But what I was saying is, the Second Amendment says shall not be infringed, period. I shouldn't need no document or anything else and everything to carry myself across these imaginary lines. So, with that being said,
wait a minute,
I am prepped.
Wait a minute. I think you should definitely have an ID to cross the imaginary lines you're talking about. Just saying.
That goes back to the stop though and everything and having papers. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Show your papers.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, Dark.
It just mic dropped you.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, poof.
Stir the pot and poof, I'm out.
He left before he broke my screen.
He broke your screen.
Said he left before he broke my screen.
Oh no, I'm gonna break your screen.
No, that's that's a cop out. I'm just saying.
Right.
So, I thought that the show was going to be about being prepared, like as in, I have my motorcycle, I have my towels, I have my tent, and I have my friend Eagle Rick, as far as you saw in the thumbnail. That was our West Virginia trip. We had a great time, and I would go again in a heartbeat.
Looking forward to it again this June.
Yeah. Is it in June this year?
Yep, right after Father's Day weekend.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'll schedule that off because I wasn't sure when it was going to go down. You talk to Drew more than I do.
Almost daily.
You don't do it right. You don't need an ID to cross state lines, but you should still have an ID to tell who the fuck you are. That's all I'm.
Right.
That's what I'm talking.
Well, I think to simplify it, your driver's license is good throughout the continental U.S., so your permit to carry should be good throughout the continental U.S. But the flip side of that is some states, and even in those states, some areas are more strict about getting that permit. Some towns in that state are more stringent than other towns. It's got to be a unified standard that all the states would have to follow to issue a federal permit.
Well, I am for just like the constitutional carry. You should be allowed to carry the weapon no matter what. Yep. I do feel though, if you're a felon, you should not be allowed to carry a gun because you fucked up. You became a felon. Again, it depends on what the felony is for. Me and Black Dragon went back and forth about that. It depends on what the felony is for. If you should be allowed to get your weapon back or not.
If it's a violent felony, no.
Right. Yeah. If it's a robbery or anything that you use the weapon to harm someone, yeah, you don't get it back.
Yeah. No.
But if you got a felony for fleeing and eluding a police officer, that's kind of a different situation. Like if I'm on my motorcycle and I'm running from the cops, as long as I don't have the gun on me at that time, it shouldn't be an issue. My concealed carry is up to the state I go to take it. Okay. ID is cracked to cops.
It is. Cops, when they stop you, their first mission is to ID you. No matter what, they want to ID you.
I tell them, take my picture. I'm in the database.
Yeah. Well, you see what Evil Rick says. Shouldn't need a permit. The Constitution recognizes the right to self-defense.
Right. But the states govern that and say, well, guess what? Yes, you do.
Yep.
Not violent. Yeah, not violent. You should be able to get your right back. But, you knew getting, it should be taught as a kid, I'm a big thing that firearms should be taught in school at like the 12th grade level. You know what I'm saying?
They used to.
Yeah, exactly. They used to. Exactly.
Hey, Noggin.
Well, that's the good thing about the United States. We can all not totally agree.
Yep.
No, I haven't had my fill tonight there, Frogzilla. Sorry. You got a felony on your record. Took you 20 years to get rid of the 3 FOID card, felony ID card. What's up, Noggin?
Mr. Noggin, how you doing, Rick? Good to see you.
Unless it's a violent crime, such as, you use that gun in a robbery.
Or murder. Or assault.
Yeah. Well, murder, you should be in jail or dead anyway. Depending on, again, the situation. If it's self-defense, that's a different situation. I can agree with murder and self-defense.
Well, there's two different things. Murder and self-defense are two different things.
Once you paid your dues, the deal is done. All rights should be restored. I don't totally agree with that there, Evil.
Well, it's a good thing you weren't running for my vice president.
Yeah, well. Get another charge, you can get it expunged, and then you get your rights back.
Yep.
I thought you could only get your record expunged once, and that was as you turned from 18.
No,
But,
you could apply for it, but you do get one basically pardon.
okay.
But you can't have anything outstanding, nor if you get it expunged and you get caught doing something you're not supposed to, then you can't do it again.
Right. Yeah, everybody's agreeing with Evil Rick here about Tigers. I guess once you paid your dues, the deal's done. Again, like we were saying, if it's a violent crime, I don't think so. If you have a history, that's the thing too. If you've got 2 or 3 gun charges where you've been busted, brandishing your weapon or something, because that's just somebody wanting to shoot somebody.
Look, just go crocodile Dundee style. Just carry a knife.
Exactly. Just carry a knife. But they say bring a knife to a gunfight. You can do a lot of damage with a knife before that gun comes out.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I like that. Is that one of them you're giving away, or
no? This is mine. This is all Damascus.
Right. That's nice.
Damascus steel. Oh man.
Antler handle.
I love me some Damascus, man.
Cool.
It's from Sanity. They were in Sturgis. You could have got one in Sturgis.
Hey, Henry, that 3 strikes, you're out. That's baseball, man.
There's always an argument there, Evil Rick.
Yeah.
Well, if you're Chuck Norris, I don't think the gun's got much chance against you.
Okay, at one time, yeah. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say I'm Chuck Norris, but I could handle my own sometimes. Whatever happened to 3 strikes, you're out? That's still California's law. But as far as I know, it's still California's law.
I think it's every state.
California don't count.
California.
Yeah.
Watch the length of your blade. It's like 3 inches, I think, is the legal limit here. If it's a folding knife, if it's a straight edge, I believe it's 8 inches here. Don't take me for gospel on that, but
Pocket knife is 4 inches.
Yours is 4 inches.
Is it the length of the blade or the length of the cutting edge?
The blade.
Oh, really? See, where I am, it's the length of the cutting edge.
Okay. In Canada, you always keep your voting rights regardless of the crime. They can vote in elections, even in prison. And that's a whole other situation there, Donna. That's just like owning a gun. Do you get your right to vote back?
Well, there's a good question for all of our Canadian viewers. How do you feel how the U.S. elections went last night?
I don't think you can vote with a felony, but since Trump got elected, I don't see why you couldn't.
You can, as long. I think there's a time frame where you can't vote with a felony once you're released.
4 inches for a folder and 7 for not. Okay, that sounds about right. Yes, you can. What can you do?
Well, this identifies as a nail clipper.
You can vote now with a felony. Okay.
Jamie,
What did you say, Doc?
This identifies as a nail clipper.
Yeah, a fingernail file.
toenail clipper, fingernail clipper, you know.
Cut your toe off while you're at it too.
I was gonna say I don't think I want to cut my toenails with it. I'd cut my fingernail with it, but not my toenail.
That's what it identifies as. So it's a toenail clipper.
Right, letter opener.
Yeah. It opens letters, boxes.
Trump is not a felon because he was never sentenced. Once you're convicted, aren't you a felon then?
Yeah, but he won the appeals.
Well, aren't they? Isn't that what he said he was putting off? That I forget the judge's name. He was putting off sentencing until after the election.
Yep.
State by state decision. Steve says on the vote. Doc Harley, I think you can vote after your probation is over. Part American, but I'm saying no comment. Hell, we have our own issues in the upcoming election. We'll have to go with the lesser of two evils.
Well, that's what we had to do.
That's, yeah. What is the crime he was found guilty of? Oh, hell, I don't know. Ask Google, Steve. But yeah, he found him guilty of something.
I think it was coercion, collusion or something
Yeah,
like
in the
that.
January 6th. Yeah, in the January 6th stuff.
Okay.
I think he's going to pardon all those people. At least I hope he does. Because that was stupid. It was not an insurrection. YouTube.
But Lolly's, the felony, Lolly said, look it up. I did look up for Minnesota. You can vote if you have been convicted of a felony but are not incarcerated. So if you're out and you have a felony and you're out of prison, you can vote.
I don't think it was the Americans don't want a woman in charge, Henry. I think we're ready for a woman in charge. She just fucking has to know what she's talking about and not just keep talking around in circles. That's all that fucking woman did.
Well, no, she kept reminding all of us that she was a middle class child.
Yeah. Overestimating the value of his property. He didn't get convicted of that because the states or the banks went ahead and said, hey, we thought his stuff was worth more. So, we were glad to give him the money.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it was that. He was paying off the loan. He found guilty of paying it off. January 6th that hasn't come up yet, he says. Okay. 34 counts, yeah, in the New York court, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, January 6th probably won't come up now. You probably won't hear anything else about it.
No, they're going to rush everything before he takes office and get that all settled before he takes office.
I agree.
I just heard that on the way home.
I agree 100% with that, Lolly. She couldn't answer any questions off the script. When the teleprompter went down on her one rally she was doing, she couldn't do anything. She just repeated the same thing she said 2 minutes before that.
And laughed.
Yeah. Hysterical.
The
giggler. Sorry.
So
all accounts are based on one crime. Yes, they are. That is what the jury found him guilty of. A check received is one count. Putting it in the ledger was another. Okay, Steve, we know you're a big Trump fan, buddy. Not that we are not. No.
Yep.
I did vote for him. So. Oh no, I'm sorry. I voted for Hippy Dippy. That's right. The appeals court said those charges were ridiculous, and it was corrupt court. Robert, can't remember Robert's last name.
Kennedy?
No. Mm-mm. Let me look on my phone here. Anyway, he's a lawyer from Arizona, and he does real good on the Trump shit. Of course, it's not going to be on my feed here.
Of course not.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I just watched it earlier today.
Soros?
Nope, I can't find it. Robert Gervais or something like that. Anyway, I'll look it up here as soon as we get off the thing and put it in the description when we get out of here.
Okie doke.
Financial records, each one was another count. A fabricated case and it was stacked house.
Yep. Hey, everybody, don't forget to click that like button down at the bottom of the screen. It's
yes,
free.
please. There's only 9 right now. If you guys would please hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for all the notifications.
But if you think about it, all those cases against Trump, most of them were trying to keep him from running for office again, which didn't work because he beat most of them. Peel said, like Froggy said, they're ridiculous. So there you go. They're going to try him for January 6th, but they can't do that anymore. Nope, he's next president. They ain't going to go after him for that now. So.
Oh, yeah, you spent the whole day looking for listening devices? Were you clear? That's kind of scary there, buddy. Leos try to find anything they can. Spent the day looking for listening devices. Wow. In the church, Steve, or you just your office, sir? Curious. You got all the charges dropped. Not one of them stuck. All in his office. Okay.
And you know how much money that cost him?
Right.
And how much money it costs the American people.
Right.
The church office, yeah. Wow.
There was one that he did lose that he had to take a bond out on, and I can't remember.
Thanks, Lissa, for stopping by.
I remember that.
Every time they tried to impeach him and they failed, that cost us $500,000 easily. Just throw it away.
And then they're saying, oh, he's going to get in office and he's going to cause us to be $7 trillion in debt by the end of his 4 years. I hope he gets us out of debt.
Well,
I don't see that happening.
That ain't going to happen, but he'll probably shrink the deficit a little bit.
I know he's got China kind of worried because he said immediately he's talking about a 60% tariff on whatever they ship into the United States.
Right. You take care, Lissa.
Yeah, you have a good night. That's why you can remove batteries from your cell phone. Big Brother is always listening. You know it because your phone, you can be not saying, hey, Google, or hi, or anything like that. See, it just said, how can I help you? Nothing, Google. It pops up, and you can be talking and saying something else, and I'll hear, bling. It's like it's telling me that, it's asking me, what do you want?
You go.
I didn't ask for anything.
You go into your app and you remove the permission that says permission for microphone. You turn it off.
Yep. Is that what you do?
Yes, that's what you do.
But then you can't go,
Fuck
what
Google.
I just said.
Fuck the voice prompt for Google. Jeez, man.
It's kind of convenient when you're out there working on a car, man, and you can just say that and then pop it up with a video and watch the video.
Stop what you're doing and get on your phone and just search it. Boy, you're lazy.
He's old.
I am far from lazy there, Rob.
He's just
like,
old. He doesn't understand the technology.
He's not much older than me, I'll tell you that.
Next phone Jamin's getting is going to be a jitterbug.
Yeah. With the big buttons.
Yep.
Jitterbug. Hey, Rob, that won't stop him, man. It only stops you, according to Evil Rick.
Oh, it'll stop when you turn off that permission for the microphone. The app can't hear you.
Even if your phone is off, they can hear you. I guess as long as the battery's in it, they could probably hear you.
That's why you put your phone in the freezer.
And taking pictures. Oh, boy.
Shocker.
Yeah, Shocker's lazy, too. Good girl. But, yeah, I have about a month's canned goods, about a month in the cupboard. So just in case something happens, I do have food to eat. Where like if the refrigerator, say the power goes out, for God's sakes, a month. I mean, that would be fucked up.
I have 3 full cases of MREs in the basement ready to go.
Okay, yeah,
Those are the meals ready to eat. They're about 3,500 to 5,000 calories each meal. So you get your daily calories in each meal. So I have those. Those are meant for soldiers on the go to eat throughout the day. So they have food with them while they're out doing patrols or whatever. But I have 3 cases of them sitting in the basement, and they don't go bad. The shelf life is like 1,000,000 years.
Hey, T-Bone.
Hey, T-Bone in the house.
Yeah.
But y'all, I'm going to give a quick shout out here. Y'all go check out Rolling with T-Bone. He's got this cryptid show that he does. Oh, you guys got to check this out, man. Bigfoot, Cooper, the blood-sucking dog, whatever they call it, Kuberachi, whatever they call it. Oh, yeah, man. You got to check this shit out.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The blood-sucking alien in Puerto Rico that sucked all the blood out of the goats.
Right. Yep.
Well, that's what it translates to is goat sucker.
Goat sucker.
But yeah, go check out Rolling with T-Bone. That's got a pretty good show going on over there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So everybody stay up late last night, or what time did you go to bed? I went to bed and woke up.
I went to bed at 1 a.m.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Yeah, I went to bed. It was probably 8, 9 o'clock, and then I was up by 3:30, and got the results. So,
I already knew when I went to bed who won.
hey man, ain't no biggie, buddy. Evil Rick says he went to bed at 3 a.m. T-Bone's channel for everybody. Yeah, 3 a.m. Evil Rick says. Yeah, I woke up at 3 a.m. The wife has had a whacked out schedule lately at work. 2 days a week, she'll go in at 2:30 in the morning and work till 3 the next day. And then 2 days a week, she's working from 6 a.m. till 7 at night. So it's fucked up.
No problem, T-Bone. No problem.
Tiger 12:30 and up at 4. Yeah, that was me. I didn't have to leave for work till 6:30, 7 o'clock. But
I gotta be home when the street lights come on.
I think Henry's still a little boy.
You go down the Henry Street, you hear his mom out the window, Henry, Everybody, it's dinner time.
Yep. Get your ass in here.
We're having Prince Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. As a matter of fact, last night the wife says, "Do me a favor, check in the stove in the sink and see if I put spaghetti sauce or chili, because we don't have any spaghetti." And I went in there and it's spaghetti sauce. So I need to go to the store and get me some spaghetti because I got plenty of spaghetti sauce to put on it.
I had leftover tortellinis today.
Tortellinis, huh?
Yeah.
Yummy.
Wifey made tortellinis the other day, so I had leftovers for dinner.
Yeah, Evil Rick.
I had ham.
Evil Rick lives where there's no street lights, so he doesn't have to come home. Doc, we appreciate the hell out of you coming on, man, in such short notice again.
Yes, we do.
Anytime. You know, I'm usually up here getting ready for the show and my show anyways.
Right?
I was going to say, it's about that time.
Oh, yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, you got what, about half hour?
34 minutes to be exact.
Yeah, cool. Well, we'll let you get off of here and get your hair and makeup done again. And
Hair's done. I just got to do the makeup, you know.
okay.
Some eyeshadow and rouge, maybe some lipstick, you know.
Hey, that makeup isn't going to make you look any better, man.
No. Just keeps me from breaking your screen, though.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, I love Sunday's video, man, doing the heated grips. Excellent job, man.
Thank you.
Hey, Cult
It
Player.
makes me feel like I could do it.
That's the point behind it, is so anybody could do it, you know.
I killed fire.
My darling, how you doing, sweetheart?
Yeah,
Grips
I like
are
chili
easy to
cheese
do.
dogs too, there, Henry.
But before I go, I have to ask: is there any update on Stubbs? Where is he? What is he doing? Is he still with us? Is he?
I haven't heard a thing from Stubbs in at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Ever
he's
since he
ghosted
tested
everybody.
yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
Last we heard, he got out of the hospital because he had some swelling and was retaining water, and that was it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, Donna's got an update. Dark Soul told me he watched that video, Dr. Harvey.
Hey, Heated Grips makes a big thing. And I just recorded a video and edited Sunday on handguards from Advan Black with the integrated turn signals that are sequential. So to go with that, but I did that one on my Road Glide.
Did you see Frogzilla? He's got some lights he put on his bike that are pretty cool. They're the ones that go in your turn signals.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, he's gonna give some away. I assume, at least he said he was. You gotta watch the video and make a comment.
That's it. I won a helmet off of Meg's Motorcycle Journey. I didn't realize that's what you had to do. The first 5 people have commented. I just went in there and says, "Hey, hello," and next thing you know, Meg's like, "You won a helmet." I'm like, "What?"
Well, Donna, he's been working on getting his life sorted
for more than 2 weeks now.
For a year.
Yeah, for more than 2 weeks now. I'm just saying. But he's welcome back anytime, you know.
Yep. Well, if you hear from him, let him know he's missed. And I said hello and hey, what's up?
Definitely will, sir. I'm sure if he watches the show here later, he'll get in touch with one of us for bitching at him about not coming on.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks everybody for being here. It's our hour mark, so we're gonna hit the end of it. Peace,
Right.
y'all.
Peace, everybody.
Last words from you guys.
All right. Well, take care, everyone.
See everybody in 30 minutes.
30 minutes.